Okay, so I'll just have a regular coffee, please.
A regular coffee? Mate, you're in Australia. What even is a regular coffee?
You know, a coffee with milk.
Right. So a flat white, a latte, a cappuccino with or without chocolate on top? We need details.
Exactly. And that confusion is exactly what we're going to help you with today.
G'day everyone, and welcome to Learn Australian English, the podcast that helps you understand how Aussies really speak. I'm Jack.
And I'm Liz. How's it going? Today, we're diving into a very important part of Australian life. Coffee. More specifically, our café culture, and how to order a coffee like a local.
Because if there's one thing Australians take seriously, it's their coffee.
And it really can be intimidating when you first arrive. In a lot of countries, when you say coffee, you just get coffee.
Yeah, like in the US, it's often drip filter coffee from a big pot. We don't really do that here.
Our coffee culture comes from Italian espresso culture. After World War II, heaps of Italian migrants came to Australia and brought proper coffee with them.
And we've never really recovered. Every suburb has about 12 cafes. Everyone has a favourite one. And everyone thinks their local barista is the best in the city.
And people don't just get a coffee, they go for a coffee. It's social.
I remember taking a mate from overseas to a cafe once. The barista asked, "What can I get you?" And he just froze.
Like a deer in headlights.
He goes, a coffee? And the barista just stared at him and said, "What kind?"
So what did he end up having?
The barista just gave him a regular cappuccino with 1 sugar.
Honestly, that's a pretty classic first Australian coffee. Did he like it?
Yeah, he said it really hit the spot. So it worked out in the end.
That's good.
So why don't we go through a few of the most common coffees you'll see in Australia? Let's start with the big one, the flat white.
Yes, the flat white. This is basically our unofficial national coffee. If you're not sure what to order, a flat white is always a safe choice. It's 1 or 2 shots of espresso with steamed milk and just a very thin, flat layer of foam on top. That's why it's called a flat white.
Right. It's smooth, it's strong, and it's less foamy than other coffees. Now, a lot of people get it confused with a latte. What's the difference, Liz?
Good question. A latte is very similar, but it has more foam on top, maybe about 1 centimetre or so. And quite often, it's served in a tall glass, whereas a flat white is almost always in a ceramic cup.
Yep. And then you have the third classic Milky coffee, the cappuccino. This one is for people who love foam. It's got a thick, fluffy layer on top.
And, very importantly, it's topped with a sprinkle of chocolate powder. If you order a cappuccino in Australia and it doesn't have chocolate on top, you're allowed to be a little bit disappointed.
Absolutely. I remember one time my dad ordered a cap and they asked if he wanted chocolate. He just looked at the barista, completely confused, and said, "Mate, it's not a cappuccino without the chocolate."
He's not wrong. So those are the big 3 Milky coffees: flat white, latte, and cappuccino. But what if you don't like milk in your coffee?
Then you're entering the world of black coffee. The most common one you'll order is a long black. This is another one that confuses people. It's not just an Americano.
Right. The way it's made is important. For a long black, the barista puts hot water in first and then pours the espresso shots on top.
Exactly. That keeps the golden foam on top, called the creamer. And it makes the coffee taste richer. An Americano is often the other way around. Espresso first, then hot water, which kills the creamer.
And if a long black is too much for you, you can get a short black, which is simply a single shot of espresso in a small cup.
Perfect for a quick hit of caffeine. All right. Now let's talk about the actual process of ordering. It can feel like there are a lot of choices, but there's a simple formula.
Yep. 4 things. First, you can start politely. "Can I get a," or "I'll have a."
Now, step 1, the size. Usually small, regular, or large. Regular is the default.
Step 2, the type of coffee. Flat white, long black, or whatever you've chosen.
Step 3, the milk. If you don't want normal dairy milk, you can say on soy, on almond, or on oat. If you don't say anything, you'll get full cream cow's milk.
And step 4, any extras, like 1 sugar or extra hot. So, let's put it all together. I could say, "Can I get a regular flat white on oat milk, please?"
Perfect. Sounds like a local already. Or I might say, "I'll have a large long black with a dash of cold milk, please."
See? It's a simple pattern once you know it. Now, what about the questions the barista might ask you? The first thing they'll probably say isn't even about coffee. They'll just say, "How's it going?" or "G'day, what can I get for you?"
Right. It's very friendly. After you order, the most common question you'll get is, "Have here or take away?"
Which just means, are you drinking it in the cafe or taking it with you? You can just reply, "Have here, thanks," or "Take away, please."
Yep. They might also ask for your name to write on the cup, especially if it's busy. And then they'll tell you the price. That'll be $5.50, thanks.
So, what common mistakes do learners make? I think we covered the biggest one in our intro, just asking for a coffee.
Yeah, that's number 1. Be specific. Another one is maybe speaking too quietly. Cafes can be noisy places, so don't be afraid to speak clearly, or ask the barista to repeat themselves if you don't understand.
That's such a good point. Baristas are usually really friendly and happy to help. You could say, "Sorry, what's a flat white?" and they will gladly explain it to you. It's their job.
Totally. The main thing is to just give it a go. So let's list a few useful phrases that listeners can practice.
Okay, a really simple one is, "Could I please get a flat white?"
Nice and polite. Another one, "I'll just have a regular cappuccino, take away."
Perfect. Or if you're with a friend, you can say, "We'll grab 2 lattes to have here, please."
And by the way, grab a coffee just means get a coffee. It's very Aussie and very common.
All right, that was a lot of information. Let's quickly recap the most important points.
The 3 main Milky coffees are flat white, very little foam; latte, more foam, often in a glass; cappuccino, lots of foam and chocolate sprinkled on top.
For black coffee, the most common one is a long black. Hot water first, then espresso.
And the basic ordering pattern is size, type of coffee, milk, and any extras.
So here are 2 perfect example sentences you can use. "Hi, can I please get a regular flat white to take away?"
Or you can say, "G'day, I'll have a large latte on oat milk to have here. Thanks."
If you can say either of those, you'll sound like you've been here for years.
And that's it for today's episode on Australian coffee culture. We hope you're feeling a lot more confident about walking into a cafe now.
Thanks so much for listening. If you found this helpful, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future episodes.
Next time, we're talking about one of the best parts of Australian life, our beaches.
It's a good one. See ya, mate.
See ya.